So, hello guys. This is gonna be... I'm gonna try to make it somewhat short. At least quick in the start, and then some more info after the run. So I'm gonna try to do like a run. It's gonna be a somewhat detailed video about Pathfinder Ranger. And I'm just gonna slam a map now to show you guys. Some people have been asking me to just go through the build. I've been making it completely on my own, and it's been really fun playing it. I'm just gonna slam a tier 3 map right now and demonstrate. Then I'll go through like some other stuff later on, like the tree and stuff. I also shows a boss map, so you guys can see. So there are a few ways to play this. Like you could put the flame wall and then start spamming the arrows, and if the arrows go through the flame wall, like you see, there is like a guy. It's a rare. Oh, uniques. Pick them up. You could put like a flame wall like this and shoot through it. I'll demonstrate. And you see that guy over there? If I shoot through the flame wall and he's there, then it will actually like explode it. I mean, he died from just the poison now, but let me see. Like here. Like those guys, you see? They still die, like even though they're not like in the flame wall, because I'm shooting arrows through the flame wall. They will also like get ignited, so to say. Oh my lord. Trying to also work on my resistances a little bit more. It's a little bit hard to find like the perfect items and so on. And then you can just, if not like through the flame wall, then you can just, if you want more explosion damage, like this is more explosion damage. You like ramp like this, and then you put the flame wall, then all of it simultaneously explode. And that's like more like burst damage, so to say. If you want more DPS, pure DPS, then I would say like more sustained like DPS, then just shoot through the flame wall like this. And it's like also more simple and less like global, so to say, like less presses to actually do damage. For single target purposes, you will have to not have to, but it's really good. As you can see, I have explosive concussion from Pathfinder, and it will penetrate their armor, their fire resistance, and also make them more vulnerable to fire damage, basically. Oh, that's insane loot, what? And I usually do that against like bigger elite and or bosses. And it just annihilates them. You could also put like a toxic growth. I'm gonna show like the sequence, how to press things properly to get like super good damage output. You also have dark effigy. I'll talk more about it later, like the totem. Like you put dark effigy, it will shoot the guy, as you can see, and then it's also gonna take way more chaos damage. So you're not only doing that like damage with your fire, You're also doing a lot of damage with other stuff. So now I can put like the ramp, and he literally got one shot, right? But I think he didn't even get hit by one of the explosions. Usually I one shot them like the bigger elite. Let's see. This was a boss map. How I need to find a boss. Wherever it is. Oh. But it's over there, right? Let's see.
Choking cloud.
So the normal, like, just rotation is like, while you're clearing, it's just like, this gas arrow and the flame wall, usually. Okay, let's see. For bosses, I like to do this, and I like put the tornado thingy, break armor, and then do this slam. And also put the epoch. You see, like, it's getting absolutely annihilated. And let me see. This damage will just scale so hard with gear, because gas arrow actually has a really good like scaling. It scales very well. Does high attack damage scaling, from what I've noticed. Those are still there. What? I could also have put in like, I could have ramped a little bit better, but the boss like came so quick. I can literally do this and then this, and he's gonna insta die like that. It's a little bit annoying when mobs also come like this. You see, like, the fire was not on this guy, but I'm like shooting through the fire, putting gas there, and like the arrows that goes through the fire ignites on the way and then explodes on there. So let's see on this guy. Yeah, so the barrier thingy is quite good now.
Got no
Okay,
pipe space
no.
for that.
Well, map is complete. Wait, do we have any good stuff? Otherwise, I'll just go. Rogue armor. Why is it not cold? It's pretty good actually. Pretty laid back build. In a little bit higher keystones or maps, you will need to be a little bit careful if you don't have like super good resistances. Because you're like a little bit squishy. Dude, I really want to see that armor, man. It could be good actually. Okay. And these mobs calm down, hello. Okay, Ball Orb. Water stuff. I can't take it, right? Unlucky. Maybe do this. No, let's just get out of here, I guess. Okay. So, a little bit more detail now. I can show you my gear. I would really want like super good bow. Is like this what I have kinda, but higher rolls on the add X to physical damage basically. The increased physical damage roll is like kinda good here, 120%. but like you also really want the add physical damage because that also scales onto that, I'm pretty sure. And then the literally all other things on this bow rolled like I was really unlucky with all the other stuff. I really want like an additional projectile. I don't have an implicit. I would really want attack speed as well, and probably add the plus skill to projectiles spells. That would be like the giga ideal bow, I'm pretty sure. But you can't always have everything, I guess. Then I'll just show this pretty quick. This really high attack speed on this. It feels really good playing this build with like higher, like pretty good attack speed, basically. And the increased projectile speed, I'll talk about that in a bit. More spirit and just stats. This one is pretty good, but I'm probably gonna swap it out for more like defensives instead of like probably instead of like the strength and increased rarity found, the maximum shield. I would want like more stam and the resistance is probably. But I'm trying to get the stuff. This ring rolled pretty good on resistances, so I'm probably most likely gonna have this ring for a bit. Also armor. I have to work on the gear a bit, but this ring is also like increased chaos resistance, which is I found it pretty rare, increased chaos resistance, but I found like less than 10 items so far with the chaos resistance, so it's pretty good. And then the flasks. The spells. I'm gonna go through it a little bit quicker. I'm basically not using this bullshot thingy, but if I am, then it's gonna maim, but it's pretty not super important. So why explosive concussion? Because when I throw it on the ground or at the mob or boss, it's gonna break their fire resistance and also make them more fire vulnerability. And it also has synergy with this node right here. So these two just procs off any damage, I'm pretty sure, but this first part is like without that and also with that fire concussion, but also like fire exposure inflict a total extra 5%. So this will increase the concussion fire resistance reduced vulnerability, basically. And it's pretty good. I'm pretty sure this is like one of the best nodes for this build, apart from like attack damage and physical damage. What do we get here? Then I just have increased projectile effect. So it's gonna be like the exposure is increased basically, so it's even more down. A little bit more damage, but I would prefer this having like a more supportive effect. But there's not too many support gems to choose from, honestly. You might think so at the start, but I don't know. A lot of the things don't really work truly, and like I would like to put some stuff like, let's say, on the dark effigy or like this, but it just, you can't put it, and I kind of don't like that. I wish they would just let us like use anything we want, basically. It would be like super cool, but yeah, or close to anything. That's the stun build up. Physical damage is pinning. I mean, it's just something to put on. More projectile speed. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to have, because like when you throw it, it just goes onto the boss or mob like really quick, like quicker, so you can ramp quicker and do your like damage quicker. This is just to expose the fire damage and just make the gas arrow do way more damage, basically, because of this. And you can only get this on Pathfinder. You can also get some support that makes fire vulnerability or something, I think, but this is equally as good or better. I'm pretty sure it's better, but we'll see. Dark Effigy, I usually only use this against like super big bosses, and this is just to empower the poison damage. Basically, it's a chaos totem, you place it, it's there, you don't have to touch it much, and it's gonna put Withering Touch on the mobs, on the boss, whatever, A Withering Touch will increase its chaos damage taken. And you are doing a lot of your damage with fire damage. But you're doing also a lot of damage with chaos damage, aka poison damage. And then just making it a little bit more tankier, so it just doesn't insta-die, I guess. Herald of Ash, just a spirit persistence buff. It's just to get more AoE, I guess. It's pretty decent. This arrow is just to escape, like if you get stuck somewhere, like mobs around you or something, you can dash over them, and your evade doesn't work. We've probably all been there when you're doing like a fucking altar, and like all the mobs, like 30 mobs spawn, and you're just there, like you can't evade roll out or anything, and they just fucking kill you. And you have no counterplay, so that's pretty nice to have, I guess. Gas Arrow, this is the like main ability. I pumped all the increased skill quality as well on it. So the impact radius has been increased by 0.2, I'm pretty sure. Or more, 0.4 actually. So it was 1.8 meters. And this also get increased by other stuff, like I'll show you later, like increased area of effect. So this will scale on that as well. So now it's 2.2. And this is basically you put down the arrow, and the more arrows you have on the ground, basically the more gas arrows you have put down, the bigger the explosion, because all of them will explode. Like they have their own like explosion damage. I'm pretty sure this is the case, because that's what I've been noticing at least. And that's why I've been going with this for like probably like 30 levels now or more. It will make the skill do less damage. Like if you can see here, 7.9k DPS. If I take it away, it's like literally 12k, right? But 8 times 3 is more than 12. So it's substantially more. So I'm pretty sure I'm going the correct way with this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct way. And also it reduces the attack speed and cost speed. So I'm like playing without this one is gonna be kind of illegal. Even though I have like a bunch of attack speed everywhere, blah blah blah. This is like attack speed on this one, more gas arrows, more damage, and also you will have to kite a lot of times, which means the quicker you can just put the arrow down or shoot the arrow, you will have to like attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move. And if you don't have attack speed, this will be very hard to do, or like harder, so to say. And just more area of effect, like the gas becomes bigger. It's way better for clearing. For bosses, actually, I forgot this time. For this, I usually always do, but I forgot. Usually, if it's before a boss, I stand still before the boss, and I swap this gem to this, and I play with +1 chaos damage skills. As you can see on the DPS, 8.2, it increases a bit like almost 400 DPS, which is really good. That's equal to like, I don't know, probably like 30% attack damage or something. It's really good. Flame Wall, basically this is the one of the most important spells in there, but you can trigger gas arrow with other things. I've tried with the solar orb and stuff like that, but I just find this Flame Wall to be the best because it just ignites, and the ignite stays on the mob basically. And also like you can put more of them at the same time. And also it's kind of quick until it like actually happens. Like you put it and boom, insta it happens. So it's pretty nice. I'm pretty sure also it has like 100% chance to ignite, basically. So you don't have to put points into like increased ignite chance and shit like that. So it's really good. I've found this one to be the best. I've tried different things. This is the best, what I've found out at least. You can trigger the gas out with other things though. So for this one I have increased cost speed just to ramp quicker and not be cucked by just a cost animation or higher cost speed. This is a high tempo build in my opinion. Like you put the gas arrows, you put them nicely, and then you shoot, or you put the flame wall, and you just become like a flame turret basically in Warcraft 3, you know. Let me see. So here you create a circle instead of the usual wall. I find this to be kind of better, yeah. I've played around with both. And just the increased level of this this skill. I mean, to be honest, this third one here wasn't really too big, but increased level actually made it. I'm pretty sure it made it. If I do this, yeah, exactly. Wall duration, 5.2. So if I put this, it's 5.3. GG, you won 0.1 wall duration. Insane. Tornado shot, I usually play this before a boss, just to fill the whole area with the gas arrows, and then you put the flame concussion on the big mob, and then you do a gas arrow, a flame wall, and just the whole area explodes, basically. You can do this for altars, for bosses, for other situations where you're like surrounded a little bit. I can also show you a cool interaction that I've been figuring out, or well, then, so, like you can put.
Choking cloud.
Oh, wait, let me kill this guy. So you can put like the, you see here, the flame wall. You can put the tornado shot, and then you do like this. And when you do this, you see that the arrows. You see the arrows that are shooting. I mean, now it's kind of hard to see, but the arrows that are shooting through
Got no pack space for that.
are actually ignited. Every single arrow right now is ignited. Like this one, you can like literally stand inside this, do this. Look at those mobs now. If they come, they literally explode. I think they will just die to the poison though, because I'm doing a lot of poison damage as well. It's not only the flame basically. As you can see here, like they are getting exploded. So this is also a cool interaction with this. You could do this. You could literally stand in it and just do it. It's probably not higher DPS increase, but in some situations I actually do this. If I feel like, oh shit, I have to take the stand here and I cannot like hit all of them at the same time, this is like a good way if you're like surrounded basically and you have like a standpoint here, you can do it. So that's a cool interaction with that. And this is just like, these are basically just whatever. Withering Presence. This will wither enemies around you, making you do more chaos damage, which is really good. Oh, so I have 2 withering enablers basically. That's pretty nice. It's really good for bosses and bigger mobs. It makes you do more chaos damage. More skill duration, so you can get more stacks basically, and increased mana regeneration. It's pretty nice. Toxic growth, you could before a boss do like this. No, not like that. You could do gas arrow, and let's say the boss is spawning. You do dark effigy. You do this. Okay, what? Gas arrow. Dark effigy. Boss is spawning. You do the fire flask, and then you flame up, and like literally the boss is like half HP already, and then you just start spamming the gas arrow basically, and then you refresh the fire exposure and just keep spamming, and then you don't really do the totem after that pretty much. I felt like that is just enough. You could do a totem if you're like having to run away from a boss and you're like kind of dying, then you could do a totem and run, and then like do the fire, and then do the gas arrow, and then just keep hammering him. You could also do like a toxic arrow, toxic growth, also before that to make it explode. But I feel like toxic growth is like, it's kind of nice, but it's also like increasing the amount of globals, the amount of spells you're pressing, right? And it will slow down your whole process basically. I would probably go with this if you could break the armor with this ability as well. with exploit weakness, but it's gonna do like it's gonna break armor, so you can't really have exploit weakness on it. I think exploit weakness. I guess bursting plague is kind of nice. You do like 10% of its maximum HP in one hit, or like throughout a little bit of time. But I mean, you kind of do that with a gas arrow, anyways. So almost. So like I don't know. I don't think it's like that work. Wind dancer is like kind of nice, to be honest. It gives you more evasion. Let's go to the skill tree. So this skill tree, this is pretty important. Increases damage of projectile speed, also increases damage, like with both. Reduction increases to projectile speed. So like here, for example, you get not only projectile speed, but you also get 15% more damage because of this node. So this is really good. Also, I'm going for like later on, I'm going for this, which will increase the projectile speed and the damage. So basically, this node is like super good. It gives 30% just increased damage, basically, and some movement speed. Movement speed is also fucking OP. I've also noticed that physical damage is broken as fuck, so you really want that. So I've gone on this node. Don't forget the fire thingy here. It's really important. Fire penna. Attack speed, also I've noticed that it's really good because you do more arrows, which equals more DPS, basically. And also it speeds up your whole like rotation, basically. So this is the tree. This is attack damage mostly, and physical damage, projectile speed, attack speed, some evasion, increased dexterity, and stuff like that. Here you have the tree. And then you have these. First I went like this because I was like, I want to go poison build, and I think poison is like really cool. But I might try it out later, going for like these, and then full like this, and then into the poison concussion. And I might do a video about that, how I feel about that. And this is extra skill points. I think these are insanely good because basically it has enabled me now to get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like basically this whole thing here, like this whole shebang here, all this physical damage is like it's enabled by me spending these 2 points. So it's a big DPS increase like this. For jewels, it's just like damage and stuff. Like try to find the good jewels. I don't know. It's kind of hard, I guess. Yeah, that's the build. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the first Path of Exile video I've been doing. Usually I stream World of Warcraft, Mythic Plus, so forth and so on. But if you liked and enjoyed, you could like the video and also subscribe. Also streaming almost every day, or if not every day, on Twitch. If you're interested in checking out, I'll also be doing some like higher keys, some higher keystones on the stream and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys later. Bye. And leave a comment also. Don't forget.